Hey, you guys, this is Jeff Cohn with another episode of the Team Building Podcast, where we interview thought leaders, team leaders, broker owners from across the country. We want to teach you how to be the best version of yourself. And today we have an amazing guest coming to us from Portland, Oregon, Mr. Jackson Wilkey with EXP. Jackson, welcome to the podcast today.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go deep with some YouTube.
Hey, Jackson, I'm so excited to be connecting with you. Something I didn't share with you off air is I actually went out to VidCon 2 years ago in Anaheim. And at VidCon, it's all the YouTubers from across the world come together in one place. And everybody that follows YouTubers gets to be there on the first level. The second level are all the people that produce YouTube channels. And then on the third level was all the actual producers. So there's the actors on the second and the producers on the third. Jackson's all three. I'm sure he consumes the content. He creates the content. He's the celebrity and he's the producer. And we have some really cool content to dig into today. So share with our audience for a minute or two, Jackson, first about the real estate company. I know you guys are with EXP, some of your successes locally in Portland. And then let's just nerd out on YouTube strategies.
Yeah. So here in Portland, Oregon, and joined over at EXP. And that was a strategic move in a couple ways, which we'll get into. But what happened was, and really to take this back, I jumped into real estate only a year and a half ago. Went through all the traditional measures that you get taught, told, whatever, and hated it. So anybody out there listening who just does not like cold calling, I hated going to open houses, all that stuff. So I loved video. I didn't really know how to do it, but I just didn't mind being on there. And so what we did really was started doing, everybody's heard Gary Vaynerchuk, and I'll get right into the real estate production, but it's pretty important we kind of cover this first, that I heard Gary Vee say, you got to be the mayor of your area. You got to shoot all these local restaurants, shop, bars, and saw a couple agents doing it. So I'm like, okay, that's it. My door knocking was every freaking shop, restaurant, bar, and I shot so many videos, did it for months, and uploaded them to, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. And again, I'm brand new to Portland, Oregon. I don't know anybody. So I'm starting to get reached out in the community, like, oh, I love your videos. The police department's like, Jackson, we love what you're doing. We want to team up. But you know how many real estate calls I got? Zero, not one. And still to this day, I've never gotten an ounce of business from that. So it was a learning lesson, and it helped me learn editing. So I almost get out of real estate. It's been months, no deals. Luckily, I teamed up with my business partner, Jesse Dow, who is in his first 12 months of cold calling, he did in his first year, he did 12 million in sales in his first year. So it was like rookie of the year for the Portland Metro, doing traditional measures. And he's just like, I love your energy and what you're going to do with video, however it works. Someday it's going to work out. Let me give you a little piece of my pie, to float you so that we can get this going. So just keep doing you. So I was doing all the traditional shit still, but I'm shooting videos of him, whatever. Then I get into okay, this guy's giving me a piece of his business. None of this stuff. I got to make my time worth it. What do I do? So I figure out, and this is kind of the nerdy part, is the SEO, search engine optimization. So start learning on Facebook and Instagram at all. They're not searching it. They want women, cars, food, babies. So that stuff lives there for a day and it's gone and nobody searched it. Well, there's this platform out there called YouTube, which is the second largest search engine on the planet. But when it comes to understanding what it's like to live in your city, check this out. Beaverton, Oregon is a huge city over here on the west side that's searched 33,100 times a month on Google. Well, that's cool. But on YouTube, it's searched 373,000 times a month.
10 times as many.
Over 10x the amount of searches. What that told me was, oh my God, people want to see this city. They don't want to read about it. And in a world of blogging for the past decade and a half, how do you compete with blogging? I went to YouTube and I'm like, oh my God, there's no videos on this stuff at all. So the light bulb went off, and I have a spreadsheet that I'll never get rid of on my computer called the YouTube effing gold mine. It's really spelled out. And I found 27 video titles in one night that had 48,000 searches a month with no competition. And that was Google searches. So when you translate that to YouTube, it was, probably close to 1 million searches a month. So that's where we're at now. Our business, I'm 14 months from my first video, 6 to 8 months period into that. I 100% worked myself out of production. I have 2 deals under me. I barely know anything about real estate. We have a full team of over 10 people now that are just handling.
We're going to pause right now. So if you're listened up to this point and you're going, okay, why is Jackson on this call? Why are we having him on the team building podcast? We are always looking, Jackson, at the next thing, right? And we're always looking at how can we level up to help our agents and our clients make more money in less time with less energy. And Jackson was introduced to us because of his success with engaging the YouTube audience. And I am 100% in agreement with everything you've said in terms of Facebook and Instagram. And of course, you can pay for ads within those companies and try to generate leads that way. But we've had a ton of success as well on YouTube. I've had a channel for over 10 years. And I'm really excited now for us to get into the nitty gritty over the next 10 minutes so that anyone listening can take away from this a few strategies that they can implement into their businesses so they can hit the ground running and learn a little bit more from you and what's working in your world.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, it is a wide open space, and those Facebooks and Instagrams, all the other measures, they're packed full of realtors. So I do want to say, if you look in your market and there's a realtor out doing some of these videos to do, don't be discouraged. Are you kidding me? One, maybe two realtors in your entire market. Like, there's 15,000 in a market here, and there's still nobody doing these videos.
Well, most of them are probably doing it the wrong way. Just because they have a video doesn't mean they got it right.
And here's something that I want to touch on, because as realtors, what do? Listing videos, open house videos, me, my, I. It's all about me. And you open up your video with, hi, my name is Jackson Wilkey, top real estate agent here in Portland. Hey, you've just lost me. If I type that shit into YouTube and you come out with your name and you're a realtor, I'm bouncing. It's a search engine. If you're going to buy a new phone, you're going to type in, should I buy an Android or an iPhone? If someone comes up and says they're the greatest, you're going to bounce. But if they say, hey, in this video, I'm going to be talking 5 pros and cons of the iPhone versus the Android. Okay, now you're hooked. So you have to eliminate. We have nothing about real estate on our channel. It's all about Portland, Oregon. So when you go to our YouTube channel, it says subscribe to learn everything about Portland, Oregon, not Jackson Wilkey, top real estate agent, yada, 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 squeeze pages, landing pages, nothing. Absolutely.
All right, what's the page? So if we're listening right now, we want to go check it out. What's the page?
Type in living in Portland, Oregon. You will not miss it. In fact, we have so much relevance in YouTube that our channel is the number one thing that pops up.
So for people that haven't spent very much time, Jackson, sorry to cut you off, on YouTube, share with the audience, like, what is a channel, and what is we talked about playlists, and what does that delineation mean?
It's the single greatest website on planet Earth about your city. That's the easiest way I can put it. So what our YouTube channel is it's where we host our videos, 100% free, do not spend a penny. And we talk everything about living in Portland. Now, that has neighborhoods, lots and lots and lots of vlogs. Like I said, Beaverton is searched 11 times more in YouTube than it is in Google. So I've gone out and done living in Beaverton, Oregon vlogs. So now, hey, we get to walk the streets. We show you what it's like, a couple of the top neighborhoods. And then if you look at my channel, instead of talking about us and the escrow process, every realtor has been told to do the escrow and inspection. Well, guess what? Those people watching those videos, they already have an agent. They're already closing on a house. Shitty video, and nobody searches it. They're searching what it's like to live in your city. So now I have, you can host up to 10 different playlists on your home screen of your channel. So ours is built like a website, and we own Vancouver, Washington, Salem, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, the coast of Oregon. We're expanding into Bend. We do top neighborhoods for families. We do downtown Portland. We do best neighborhoods for families.
So when you say that, are those playlists in the channels in those cities? And anyone else listening to this that's in those cities, they can start their own page with the same exact playlist if they want to. There's no reason they can't. But what you're saying is, from the research you've done, in most cities, there's not much competition, maybe 1 or 2 people doing it.
When I started this, there was nobody. And so we truly trailblazed. There was a gal I listened to at the beginning, Karen Carr. She's over on the East Coast, and she was doing a lot of the talking head style videos. And but like across the nation, I didn't see this anywhere, wide open. And when I started figuring out this research, and I'm like, you know what, people want to see these cities. I trailblazed vlogging, and I made this monster, which you can see. I don't know if your viewers will, obviously, but I constructed this GoPro because I used my phone at first, but the biggest problem with my phone back then was it was shaky. So then I needed a gimbal. That was a couple $100. Well, then I needed a wide angle lens, and I needed a microphone. So then it was too much. So the GoPro Hero 7 Black comes out right at this time, and it has built-in stabilization. It's the widest angle lens I've ever seen in my life. And I make this contraption with these nuts and bolts and this housing to go out and vlog. And so now if you like type in vlogging kits into Amazon, there's 80 billion things on it. But that's been our biggest hit, was getting out into every single city and suburb in our area and shooting a vlog, telling you what it's like to live there, the shops, the restaurants, not interviews of them, just what do you get? What's, the style of houses, and how close are you to downtown Portland? How close are you to things?
So how many in each city, what would you recommend? Let's say the average city, Omaha, for example, has 1 million people in Omaha surrounding areas. How many playlists do you need for the Omaha video channel to keep it relative?
You can do, the playlists are just something that once you get advanced and do. Now, when someone types, what's another major city around Omaha?
Lincoln.
Okay. So someone types Lincoln, right? And they like your video. Dang, this is cool. Well, what do? They creep you out. So they go to your YouTube channel. And if it's all about you, they don't care. But if it's all about living in the Omaha metro, and they kind of go down and there's an entire playlist about living in Lincoln, boom, you captured them. They're going to subscribe. If they have a family, there's their playlist. If they're young professionals and you have where to live for a young professional in your city, like that's how we get so many subscribers. And so we have almost 5,000 subscribers, over, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views in a year's time. And another important stat is we have over 3.5 million impressions, meaning YouTube has put our videos for 100% free, not a dime spent, in front of over 3.5 million people, most likely to watch it. Now listen to this stat. The people who find us from search and click our video and thumbnail, they watch on average about 4 minutes and 44 seconds of our videos, which is good. Longer videos are better. The people that YouTube suggests our videos to, those videos average right at 7 minutes. So almost double. So when you
That's crazy.
upload as many videos as you can to YouTube and let it work and find people that are most likely to watch it, it's going to really work. So now it turns into, we average 4 to 6 calls, reach outs, emails, and texts every day. Yeah, we're closing.
Yep. So let's talk about that. So everything we've done up to this point in Omaha for my team that's now a brokerage at Keller Williams, our focus has been Google ads and Facebook ads for agents that want to work brokerage leads. Of course, we train everyone to look at all 3 lead buckets, which includes sphere of influence and cold prospecting, and then, of course, those internet leads. But we have a CTA. Our call to action essentially is we run Google ads, and they click on a link, and it forced to a Boomtown webpage, which forces them to give us their contact information to be able to see the content behind the wall. In your world, we're giving them YouTube videos of content that's hyper local, that is valuable to them, that's not selling real estate, which I totally agree with your analogy. Like, imagine a commercial about a phone and the Verizon salesperson jumps on and introduces themselves and tells you about the award that they received last month, and they have this new parking spot out front because they're the number one. No one cares about any of that, right? So what's the CTA on a YouTube video? Where are you sending them to generate the lead?
The perfect thing is you kept saying we force them, we force them, we force them. In YouTube, we force nothing. These people call us. And in fact, if you go, I have another channel called the YouTube Agents, which I teach everything 100% free. So you can go there. I have 2 live recorded ones where I've literally had my wife turn on the camera, or I have. These people freak out. I'm talking, oh my God, it's really you. I feel like I'm talking to a Hollywood star. We're moving there in a couple months. Our budget's 800 to 1.2 million. We want a 5-bedroom house. They're going crazy. And I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Let's get you on a Zoom call. But first and foremost, hey, what's your name? They're like, oh my God, I already know you, but yeah, you don't even know who I am. I'm sorry. This is, Jenny from Omaha. So there is no forcing. And that's what I learned at the beginning is I had real estate, my name, all that shit, but it's not. That YouTube is it's a search engine. So like once we switch that, and the only thing we have that's clickable on our home screen is subscribe here. We want subscribers. Other than that, in every video, here's exactly how we do it. So when you guys start shooting your videos, this is how you do it. Do not do it any other way. So let's talk about like the pros and cons. This is a video you got to do in your city. So in this video, we're going to be discussing 5 pros and 5 cons. We're also going to be discussing 2 or 3 things that are right down the middle. If you're even thinking about moving to Omaha, Nebraska, you're going to want to know these cons. So stay tuned, right? And then we have a little intro. You hooked them. They typed that in. They want to hear that. When I come out of that intro, for the first few months, and I talk like this, worked right away. It took me 4 to 6 months of in the weeds. Nobody was doing this. I had to learn it all myself. I'm obsessed. That's why I know my data, my numbers, everything. Because it didn't work at first. So I had to just keep doing the right videos until I figured it out. And then I had the videos start working and the views and the subscribers, but I wasn't getting the calls. So this goes back to me not being able to cold call, not being able to ask for the business. But I had this thought one day, like you know what? Actually, we were talking to our lender and his manager was like, do you guys ever tell anybody to call you? And I'm like, no. He goes, people won't work with you if you don't tell them. And you guys are providing so much value. It's not going to come across as salesy. So I was like, okay. So I'll never forget the video. It's Where to Live in Portland, Oregon. We were on the Tillicum Crossing Bridge. And I remember before my partner showed up, I was like, I'm going to throw something in. So this is what happens. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jackson Wilkey with the Real Agent Now Group right here in the Portland Metro. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to learn everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, playing, everything about Portland, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video. And hey, we get calls literally every single day from people moving and relocating here, and we absolutely love it. If you're even thinking about moving and relocating, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send us a pigeon carrier, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back on moving to the Portland Metro. All right, so let's get into those cons. The last con is the most important. You may not want to move here because of it, so stay tuned to the end for that one. Boom. So that is my call to action. That is exactly what we teach all of our agents. That is what I teach in all of my free videos, the trainings. You have to hook them. Intro, you want subscribers, but you can't just tell them to subscribe. You have to give them value, right? Hey, if you want to know everything about living in Omaha, Nebraska, well, we do videos every week about it. So make sure you subscribe. Boom. I'm subscribing that because I'm moving there and I'm freaking out and I need to know everything about it.
So on the channel, and I don't even know this, Jackson, can you put a redirect link if you do have a website like a Boomtown page and you want to point people there to reach the agent? Are you able to put a redirect link? You put a phone number?
What we do at the beginning, again, I didn't know this would work the way it did, and I put my personal number and email address on there. Biggest mistake in my life. I still to this day get calls on my personal phone and my email. But what we learned is, we need a joint number. So when I say, hey, just get, if you're even thinking about moving, relocating, we drag a title across the screen with our number and our email address and call or text, and we have a joint number with the Grasshopper app. So they can call that, they can text that. And now all of our team members who come on, they have access to that. And that also allows us now when we went to Salem, Vancouver, luxury, and North Idaho, Seattle, to create separate numbers for those so that those agents we team with can just have that number, that text, whatever. So we use Grasshopper and we have all those numbers separated so that whoever the agent is working on that has access. I myself and Jesse, my business partner, have access to all of it to track. So that is how, and then squeeze pages, landing pages, none of it. The only thing I put in my description. So the number one things you have to do with if you want to talk SEO, title has to be some SEO keywords, which could just be your city, Lincoln, Nebraska, Lincoln, Omaha. Yep. And then your description needs to have your title in there, plus some other, like a paragraph kind of about what the video is about. And then your tags, your title needs to be first place there and a bunch of text. So that's how I rank a video. But under that description, I have it already auto filled out. So every video I upload is done is, hey, thinking about moving, relocating, here's our number, call, text us, email us. If you want to read, it's not on the channel.
It's just, you can hard code it on there, have a banner.
I don't want it on my channel. Yep. And you got to think about this in regards to, if somebody really wants to get a hold of us or you, I can get a hold of you that quick. Google. I'll find you. Yeah. I'll find you. I've been reached out in probably 12 different methods. I mean, and literally people text me all the time and say, send in a pigeon carrier your way. Like, it's pretty funny. So yeah,
who's shooting the video, Jackson? Are these all your videos? Are you the hero of the show? And how does that resonate? So who's the hero for most teams? Is it the team leader? Is that typically who you'll see as the person on the video? And I struggle with that because I'm the owner or one of the owners of our Keller Williams brokerage. I was always the owner of the team, but sometimes I want my agents to be the heroes, right? I want them to be the celebrities because I don't want to be the one servicing the leads. I want those leads to go directly to the agent. So I'm curious the strategy behind that.
I'll run you through it. So I learned how to shoot, edit, vlog, all that stuff on my own, right? That was why I took that piece of the business. And then again, why I worked out of production in 6 months, because we started getting the leads. Well, now I have to do tours and try and learn real estate. And it just didn't work. And we were dropping more leads than we could. And these are hot leads, people wanting to work. So what happened was I went fully into just YouTube and videos. So I shoot them all. I figure out what we're shooting. And if I can do it just at home on a green screen or a talking head style video, great. If we need to go vlog, again, I'm not from Portland, so I didn't know these areas. Jesse, my business partner, did. Hey, today we're going to Westland. Hey, today we're going to Lake Oswego. Hey, today we're going to downtown. So I'm getting all that information through him. So we kind of turned this relationship into like, I'm the face of it. I love being on camera. I'm going to do the intros, the outros, all that shit. But like, I need your information, Jesse. And so it was just me and him, or me shooting it. And then what we did is we wanted to provide like extreme value to anybody on our team. And that was not like come in, prospect, call, and get 25%. So what we did is we have one buyer's agent. That's it. She was brand new. We're bringing her up, and we do a 30-70 split for the first 15 deals. We can get into that later, but like, she literally just handles happy calls. She's never picked up a phone once. She's never done an open house. None of that. She just gets happy phone calls and closes those. But now we have all these other agents who want to join us, top performers. So we joined EXP so that they can join in our downline, right? And then what we do is say, hey, you already know Salem. We don't.
Right.
We're going to shoot your videos, host them on our site, because if not, it's going to take you forever to get this ball rolling. You host it on our YouTube page. We'll get thousands of views in a few days. So these two girls came from Keller. They joined. We split those deals 50-50. Everything else they've done, open houses, prospect, whatever they want to do, they keep 100% of that business. We don't touch it. So these people are just freaking out like, oh my God, this is the best model ever. So now we get to use them for more videos. Now our channel is doing 5, 6, 7 videos a week, which is just exploding. We get 50% of that deal, and they are the experts in that market. We build their brand. Now they're the Salem girls. And the first 2 weeks, we posted 3 videos. We got 5,000 views, 14 reach outs. They have 2 active buyers coming within the next 2 weeks. It's
all right,
crazy.
guys.
So now,
everybody heard. Here's the download. I mean, we would need hours probably to get through all of it. Jackson offers all of this stuff for free. So of course he has a course that he can offer. Jackson, talk about that for a minute. And then where can we go for all the free content? And if people decide they want to go further down the rabbit hole, tell everybody how they can reach you.
Number one, my baby, my pride and joy is if you go to YouTube, type in the YouTube agents, you'll see me. You can even type in my name. I'm a search term now. That is 100+ videos literally teaching you everything for free. What happened was, oh my God, Jackson, that's so many videos, so much content. Do you have it in one place? Can you build a course? So I built a course, and it is from A to Z. I had a guy from San Antonio take the course and posted his first video 3 days later, got his first buyer. He's freaking out. So if you actually do the course, you'll get business. Well, out of that, people were like, oh my God, this course you do is so much freaking work. Do you have something that does it for me? So then we created a full-blown agency that if you just want to shoot a video, you have to shoot the video. I'm sorry, you got to get your face on camera. That's it. But we'll provide the titles. You shoot the video, you send them to us. We edit them, upload them, metadata, title, tags, descriptions, thumbnails, and scheduling. So you're just going to video, upload it, or send it to us. And
do you guys come up with the titles? Do you tell people, hey, here are the top titles?
Yep, and we don't just make them up. We're going to onboard you and go, what are your strengths? What areas do you want to work? And you're going to say Omaha, Lincoln, this, that. So we'll give you 8 video titles or whatever package you want. And then, yes, that's the hardest part. What do I shoot? Well, here's your titles. Now you got to do a little work. You got to, shoot these videos. That's it. Yep. And then we'll take care of everything else. So, but I'm an open book. I have had people I have dozens of testimonials from people who take my free videos off of YouTube and they crush, but I understand it's a lot of work. So every step, everything we've done has just been out of necessity that people needed.
Well, and you said you were obsessive about it. I was the same way with our coaching.
Crazy obsessive.
It all started organically by us being obsessive about how to build and scale real estate teams. So we created workshops. Well, then people started coming through the workshops and they wanted help on the weekly implementing everything they learned at the workshop. So we started a coaching company. And now full circle, we're just going to go expand with people similar to you and partner up on 50-50 splits. Dude, this is like the exact same thing. So
it is
very cool.
Yeah, we do really cool boot camps too, where if like, okay, I just kind of want it in a 3-night thing. We actually got one coming in a couple of weeks. And then we have a free Facebook group, the YouTube agents. It's free. There's a lot of people growing in there and just kind of tossing ideas back and forth and handing out referrals because there's lots of YouTube referrals.
So best contact for you if someone wants to reach out other than the pigeon carrier?
Yeah, the pigeon carrier, man. You could send that. I get hit up everywhere. I mean, you can Facebook message me or jackson@theyoutubeagents.com is my email address. That's the best contact to where I can get information to you. But yeah, cool, I'm just about everywhere, man. And I'm an open book too. I'm so passionate about this. I love it. Changed my life and I love helping everybody else with it.
Cool. Well, I could tell you got a lot of content. That's why I let you talk a lot. Usually I take probably 50% of the talking time, but I could tell you go fast, and I want to just let you do your thing today. For anybody out there that can go on to iTunes, give us a 5-star review and give a quick shout out to Jackson. He did this for free just to help pay it forward. He told me beforehand he doesn't even need to talk about his coaching. I told him he had to talk about it. I wanted to give our audience members the opportunity to know where that font of knowledge was at. And I loved what you said, Jackson, about being able to exit the business. Like, you still own a real estate team, but your focus now is YouTube and helping other people build their brands and doing the thing you're passionate about. So I can't imagine a better person, for you guys to go and get content from. I think first and foremost, go check out his content for his Portland page. Share with us one more time. What is that on YouTube for your team in Portland?
Living in Portland, Oregon, but I'm telling you, search anything Portland, you'll find our videos. We rank #1 for everything. And then YouTube Agents is where you can learn it. We have a Seattle channel. We have a Northern Idaho channel. But yes, the Portland one is going to be what you guys can really start digesting. Steal those videos, do them in your market. Go to the YouTube Agents, learn how to do it, from editing to shooting to everything. So
cool, man. Well, thank you, Jackson. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
All right. Talk to you soon.